All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make turkey wings. They are whole turkey wings. I cut them in half, guys. They're washed, they're clean. If you do not know how to wash your turkey, I do have a chicken video up. I wash it exactly the same way, guys. Okay, to start off, I will add some of my chicken base in here. I do not use Maggi, so to substitute the Maggi, guys, I use a chicken base, which adds a delicious flavor, my delicious ippies. If you do not know how to make ippies, guys, I have 2 videos on how to make ippies. Guys, it is delicious, very flavorful. And now to that, I will add some cloves. Let me rinse them off. I'm going to add some cloves. You can add as much or as little, guys. It's totally up to you. I will add some black pepper. I'm going to add some garlic powder. I will add complete seasoning. Okay. Some adobo, and all of the seasoning that I use, they all are non-MSG, guys. So there's no MSG in these seasonings. And I'm going to also use some paprika, just a little bit. All right, guys. And there's 2 more things I will add. I did wash it with fresh lime, so I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some of the fresh lime back in there, like that. And last but not least, I will add just a little bit of regular white vinegar. Okay, guys, just a little bit like this. And what the vinegar does is it helps it to tenderize, so as it's cooking, so it's going to help our turkey get nice and soft, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a mix, and we're going to let this marinate for about an hour to 2 hours, or if you have time, you can let it marinate overnight. What I'm doing is rinsing off my thyme. I have some parsley, and then we have our Scotch bonnet. So I'm gonna let this marinate, like I said, for an hour. Then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. All right, guys, it's been about an hour now. So I put our turkey on the stove, and we're not going to add water right now, guys. I'm going to just let it cook and sweat out just a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and add some water. I would say maybe in the next 10-15 minutes. All right, guys, it's been cooking for a while now. So what I will do is get some nice and warm hot water from my faucet. And I want you to notice, see how it has produced its own liquid. So it's okay to not add liquid at first. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and add my warm hot liquid. Okay, And I'm just using the same cup thing that I added, that I blend my épices in. Okay, so with this particular one, we want a decent amount of sauce. So we're gonna let that come back to a boil. I'm gonna let it cook until nice and tender. Then I'll come back and show you the next step, guys. All right, guys, it has been cooking for a while now. It's not all the way cooked yet. It's halfway there. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove our turkey. All right, guys, I'm gonna just pour my sauce into this bowl here. And put this back on the stove. To my pot, I'm gonna add some oil. Just add just a little bit more. And guys, I'm using a grapeseed oil. This is not vegetable oil or canola oil. It's a good oil that I'm using. Now to my oil, I'm going to add my organic tomato paste, because we're going to give our, there we go. We're going to give it some color, guys. So what I'm doing here, my stove is on medium high. So we're gonna cook off the tomato paste, guys. So we can remove all of the rawness of this tomato paste. So when we make our sauce, you would not taste the tomato at all, the tomato paste. It will be nice and delicious. So we're going to let this cook for a few minutes, then I'll come back and show you what I do next. Alright guys, this has been cooking for a while. So I have a little bit of hot water from my faucet. And now what I will do is add back my turkey wings. I'm going to give it a nice color. Or if you want, you can, if you don't want to give it color like this, you can just put a little bit of oil in your frying pan, give it color on both sides, and then add your sauce back and let it cook a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. Or you can just put them under the oven and let them get a nice color. And then just add your sauce back in along with your onion and bell peppers. But today, I'm going to color it like this. And turn my stove up just a little bit, so we get the coloring going. So we're going to let it sit in the tomato paste and oil, so we can give it a nice color. Then we're going to rotate it, and if the bottom starts to get dark, I'll just add just a little bit of water and scrape it, and just keep rotating until I get the desired color. Okay guys, so I'll come back once it's colored and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, I am satisfied with our color. It's looking beautiful. And all I did was kept rotating it in our oil and butter sauce. So what I will do at this time is the same liquid. I'm going to go ahead and pour it to create our sauce. I'm going to go ahead and put my thyme and parsley back in there like that. And I want just a little bit more sauce, guys. So I'm going to add the rest of this warm water. And I also like to add just a little heat. If you notice, I did remove the Scotch bonnet. I didn't want it to burst in there. So what I'm doing now is just cutting the Scotch bonnet and just taking a little piece of the Scotch bonnet. And I'm just going to kind of squeeze it in this water here. Okay. Before I add it in, so we get a nice heat. I'm going to taste the water. If it's too hot, then I won't put too much. It's spicy, guys, but it's not that spicy. All right, guys. See how beautiful our turkey wings look? The color's outstanding. So what I will go ahead and do is cut up my onions and bell pepper, and I'll come back. I mean, it's almost cooked, maybe like 5 more minutes. So I'm going to turn my stove on low, put the lid back on, then I'll add my vegetables in there. All right, guys, our turkey is looking fabulous. I'm going to just go ahead and add some onions and some bell pepper, and just let the steam cook the onions just for a few seconds. Guys, here is our delicious turkey wings, guys. It is fabulous. It is very tasty, tender, guys. I will enjoy it with some boiled plantains and avocado, guys. Until next time, please like, comment. Do not forget to subscribe.